All right, let's get into it. Today, we are looking at a tool that could completely change how you see the most valuable real estate on your PC, your desktop. We're not just talking about a new background. We're talking about turning it from a static image into a living, breathing command center.
Seriously, go ahead and take a look at your desktop right now. What's there? A cool photo, probably. A bunch of icons, for sure. But is it actually doing anything for you? Or is it just kind of there? It's a fair question, right? Is your desktop just a glorified wallpaper? Okay, so let's dig in. The whole idea here is that your desktop can be so much more than a parking lot for your files. It's really time we start moving beyond this old world of just static icons and folders.
Think about it. The standard desktop experience is totally passive. It just sits there. It's basically a grid of shortcuts slapped on a pretty picture waiting for you to do something. And honestly, that's such a missed opportunity for getting information, for being more productive, and yet for having a little more fun. What if it could feed you info at a glance, launch your favorite stuff with some style, and actually show off your personality?
Well, those what-if questions are exactly what brings us to today's topic. You see, if the problem is a boring, underused desktop, then the solution just might be this really slick piece of software called XWidget.
So what is this thing exactly? Well, at its core, XWidget is a customization engine for Windows, and the two most important words you need to know are powerful and lightweight. Its entire job is to bring your desktop to life with all kinds of cool, interactive, and animated widgets, but, and this is key, without slowing your system down.
And that really gets to the heart of its whole philosophy. The goal is to give you this fun, engaging, and super useful experience without making your computer gasp for air. It's all about adding a ton of value while leaving the smallest possible performance footprint.
Okay, now we get to the fun part. How does XWidget actually pull this off? Well, it all boils down to one simple concept: endless customization. And it starts with a gigantic library of widgets that are ready to go right at your fingertips. I mean, just look at this number, over 1,600. The second you install this thing, you get access to an online gallery with all of these widgets, and they're all available with just one click. You don't have to mess with complicated installs. You just find something you think is cool, click it, and boom, it's on your desktop. And what kind of widgets are we talking about? Oh, pretty much anything you can dream up. You've got your super stylish analog and digital clocks, you've got live weather forecasts, system meters so you can keep an eye on your CPU and RAM usage, custom docks and app launchers, music players, photo albums, digital sticky notes, and even live RSS news feeds, the whole shebang. But let's say you scroll through all 1,600 of those widgets, and you still have an idea for something that's totally, uniquely you. Well, this is where XWidget really starts to shine. It comes with a super powerful but easy-to-use visual editor that lets you tweak existing widgets or just build your very own from the ground up. And for all you power users and gamers out there, I know the tech specs are what really matter. So yes, it absolutely delivers on that promise of using minimal CPU and RAM. It's also designed to play nice and run in the background with any other Steam game without causing issues. Plus, it's got Steam Cloud support, which means your perfectly crafted custom layout is always backed up and safe. Now, all those features sound great on paper, right? But the real proof is always in what actual users are saying. So let's dig into some real-world feedback and get the full picture. You know, the good, the bad, and everything in between.
Check this out. Here's a user who was clearly on a long hunt for that perfect all-in-one tool. You can feel the relief here. They love that it puts everything, resource monitors, weather, you name it, into one affordable package. And it's on Steam, a platform they already use and trust. But of course, nothing's ever perfect. This review gives us a really fantastic, balanced look. On the one hand, people confirm the resource usage is incredibly low, they praise how intuitive the editor is, and they say the developer is really fast with updates, which is great to see. On the flip side, though, some specific things are missing, like CPU or GPU temperature widgets, the translation can be a little clunky in places, and there's a small annoyance with how it integrates with Steam's Playtime Tracker. So when you step back and look at all the feedback together, what's the big takeaway? The crucial point is this: even with a few minor flaws and some niche features missing, XWidget absolutely nails its core promise. It gives you a massive amount of customization while barely leaving a footprint on your system's performance. So maybe you're intrigued. Maybe you're thinking this could be for you, but you're not 100% sold just yet. Well, the great news is there's a super simple, completely risk-free way to take this thing for a spin yourself.
You know, one of the best parts about XWidget being on Steam isn't just the easy install, it's that awesome, user-friendly refund policy. This policy basically lets you take the software for a full test drive without risking a single penny.
Here's exactly how it works. It's a dead simple 3-step process. First, you just buy and download it on Steam like anything else. Second, you get a full 2 hours of runtime to play with everything. Go nuts, install a bunch of widgets, mess around with the editor, see how it feels on your machine. And third, if at any point in that 2-hour window you decide it's just not for you, you can request a full, no questions asked refund. Easy as that.
And that brings us right back to where we started. For decades, the desktop has been this static, unchanging thing. But now, with tools like XWidget offering this level of deep customization with almost no performance hit, well, maybe it's time to ask ourselves, are we really using our most valuable digital real estate to its full potential? Is it finally time to rethink the desktop?